Hello, today we're going to talk about how we can use the GCF, or the greatest common factor of two numbers, to simplify efficiently. I want you to imagine that you've just added two fractions together. You've already had to create equivalent fractions, and so you come up with something like this number. Let's say we have 12/18. And so we know that our last step, anytime we're adding or subtracting fractions, is to simplify it into the fraction's most basic form. And we want to be able to simplify it by dividing the numerator and the denominator by the same number. And here's a quick and efficient way to be able to do that. When I'm thinking about what to divide by, I want to think of what factors each number might have that I can divide by. And so I'm going to think about an F for factor. And I'm going to use this to split the 12 and the 18. So now I'm going to think of all the factors of 12 over here. I'm going to think of all the factors of 18 over here. And a factor is any number that can be used to multiply to create a number. So when I think of the factors of 12, I always start by thinking of 1 and itself. So I'm thinking the factors of 12 are 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4, and because nothing in between these can multiply together, I know I'm done. Those are all the factors of 12. Now I'm going to look over here and I'm going to do all the factors of 18 in the same way. I'm going to start always with 1 times itself, and then I'm going to work my way in order. I'm going to say 2 times 9 equals 18, and then I ask myself, does 3 times anything equal 18? And the answer is yes. 3 times 6 equals 18. And now I'm going to check everything between here. I'm going to ask myself, does 4 times something equal 18? And the answer is no. And does 5 times something equal 18? And the answer is no. So I have all the factors of 12 and 18, and I am looking for the biggest ones that they have in common. They have 1 in common, they have 2 in common, they have 3 in common, and they have 6 in common. And since 6 is the greatest common factor, it means that when I simplify 12/18 by 6, it means that I will be able to simplify it in one step and be guaranteed to have a simplified answer. So I know that I can simplify by my new GCF, which in this case is 6. So I need to do the same to the top that I do to the bottom to create a simplified equivalent fraction. 12 divided by 6 is 2, 18 divided by 6 is 3, and I now know that the equivalent fraction for 12/18, my simplified version, is 2/3. Congratulations on using the GCF of 12 and 18 to simplify it to 2/3.